Minister Sudhakar, Karnataka is going into election mode. It's already in election mode actually. This suspect, Shariq from Mangaluru, has been under the scanner since 2020, we're hearing. In spite of this, he has managed to carry out, at least the assembly of a cooker bomb and attempt to transport it in an auto rickshaw. Thank the heavens that nothing worse happened. But was there some kind of intelligence failure? What action are you taking?
Absolutely. It is you can say that it is a dastardly act of crime and hate and terror. So our Home Minister and the top officials of the police department has already, by observing it prima facie, they feel that this is the act of terror, and we condemn this in every possible way, and this government will ensure that we will get all those people behind this act who all were planned for this terror attack. And this person is a habitual involved in such kind of a terror attacks even earlier also. Especially this person hails from, Mr. Mohammed Shariq hails from Shimoga district, Tirthalli, and from last couple of years I think he was on the hideout and using some fake ID card of a Hindu. He was carrying a Hindu's Aadhaar card, and I think after investigation, after talking to the auto rickshaw driver and the local people who are the witnesses, eyewitnesses, they have said that this person was carrying a cooker with nuts and cables and gas cylinder.
But Minister, dastardly and everything is fine. Obviously it is. But how did this even happen is the question that the people of Karnataka will be asking. Given that Mohammed Shariq has been under the scanner for the last at least 2 years, he's been charged under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act in the past. Is this not a lapse on the part of the administration, the internal security agencies, Home Department, the police, that this man could even get to a point where he could think of, committing a terror act? He was assembling a bomb in his house.
He was absconding from Shimoga. He was of the lookout, and as you know, in Mangaluru,
that is a state failure, sir.
The support of other terrorist organizations, possibly. I think it will come out only after thorough investigation is made. Our state is trying to take the help and cooperation of NIA and other central agencies, and I'm sure that somehow they will get to the bottom of this plot, and they will expose everybody. They will try to nab everybody who are involved in this kind of a shameless and cowardly act.
But see, Minister Sudhakar, I understand. I appreciate what you're saying, but the fact remains that it doesn't inspire much confidence in the minds of the people of Karnataka, because Mohammed Shariq, this man who's now been arrested after he almost detonated a cooker bomb at some potential target which we still don't know about. This man has been traveling to other places. He's been crossing state lines. He's been going to Tamil Nadu. It is believed that he could have, possibly had some kind of linkage with the Coimbatore, low-intensity blast earlier this month as well. So this guy, you're saying he's absconding, but he was traveling in plain sight, going across the state, which is not an easy thing to do, assembling bombs in his house. That's a state failure, sir.
Yes, that is also another possibility, because we have seen in the month of October, I think on 23rd or so, similar kind of a low intensity blast had taken place using a Maruti Gypsy vehicle. Again, that is also near a temple. And this was also near temple, and because of the road bump, he has not been able to go and achieve his intention. So he could not reach the temple. Before he reached the temple only, this got blasted. So these are the people, they are anti-social elements. They have tied up with the anti-social elements to break the peace and harmony of this country. So especially our government, national government, have taken it very serious, and since many years, in the last 8 years, if you see, the number of incidences has come down, but nevertheless there are one or two stray incidents like this, and people like this who are involved, and all the time the vigilance has to be 24/7 and 365 days. We need to specially observe those areas where some areas they feel that the sleeper cells are active there.
Now, Minister, you did say that this man's role, obviously is being looked into very closely, and there's a possibility that Shariq's attack was actually meant for, a temple, potentially. We don't know that for sure yet. As per you in the government right now, the question I'm asking you is that piece of information in any way conclusive? What are you basing it on, that he was targeting a temple? Because right now, that indeed he was, headed towards some kind of place of worship to foment communal tensions. Is that something you're basing it on?
No, when you observe two incidences, that is because he has a role, he has a contact, he has a relation with the person who were instrumental in Coimbatore blast. So he has traveled to Coimbatore, and in Coimbatore, if you see the plot, again it was near the temple, and here also it is Durga Parameshwari temple. So there is lot of commonality, but I am not going to judge it, but let our investigation team completely investigate and get to the bottom of it, and finally they will come out with the facts and figures.
Well, the state will have to, assume some of the culpability for what has happened as well, if not an outright intelligence failure. But K. Sudhakar, Minister in the Bommai government in Karnataka, thank you very much for taking India Today's questions here.